So today we watched 3 different videos. I watched Pastor Gene Kim. He's a pastor who ministers in the San Francisco Bay Area. I watched God Logic. He's a Christian who debates all religions on YouTube. And I watched Cleo Abram. She's an American journalist who does science videos. So through God Logic, I learned that the Muslims believe that the Antichrist will have a one eye and will do miracles, but they fail to recognize Jesus as their Savior. I also learned that Jews believe that God is the protector of Israel and will ultimately intervene during the times of severe persecution, but they fail to recognize Jesus as their Messiah. And they gave like 3 or 4 reasons. One of them was because the world is not at peace. He didn't gather the Jews back to Israel. The temple was not rebuilt, and he didn't rule as a political king. And we Christians believe that Jesus is God, that he is the literal Son of God, and he died and resurrected to pay for the sins of everyone. We also believe that before his second coming, the Antichrist will mimic Jesus' death, burial, and resurrection, and he will deceive the people through miracles and world peace. He will claim that he is God and he will resolve global crisis. But in reality, he comes to destroy and he will demand worship. And then I hop on to Pastor Gene Kim, and he claims that the beast of the end times will be an integration of countries. And the country that he mentions is England, America, and Russia. And he says that they will work together to bring forth the beast. He claimed that England will be the mouth of a lion, America will be the body of a leopard, and Russia will be the feet of a bear. He then goes on to explain why England will be the mouth. He says that because English is the primary language that governs the world, America the body, and says the leopard's 3 colorways signifies racial diversity. He says the 3 colors are Mongolian, Negro, and Caucasian. And that Russia will be the feet, and says that when they conquer, they move like a communist country, and that just like a bear stomping his feet. He also mentions that out of the sea, an actual beast will arise with 7 heads and 10 horns, and that this beast will go through a deadly wound on his right eye and one of his arms. And then I saw Cleo Abram. She's an American journalist who makes science videos. She went through Antarctica to explore the ice. She claims that the scientists have found life over 2,500 meters below the ice, and that those microorganisms haven't seen light and that are different than anything they have ever studied. She goes on to say that they have found lakes, and that those lakes might be home to animals that we have never seen before. But in her video, she says something very interesting. She claims that the countries that have made these discoveries are America, with the help of England, and Russia. Who would have guessed it? Exactly what the pastor said. He had claimed that those countries will be working together to bring forth the beast. Is it a coincidence? Or when do the coincidences add up to truth? And then I go back to Dr. Gene Kim, and in another video, he talks about a horn. He claims that this horn is Greece, and that the horn is divided into 4 pieces, into 4 sections. And one of those sections is Syria. And he claims that the Antichrist will be a Syrian Jew with Greek descendants. He goes on to say that the Antichrist will be given the seat in Rome. He then says that the Antichrist, with the help of the beast, will attack Israel and the Jewish people, but before he attacks, he needs to overcome the deadly wound to his right eye, and he will deceive the people through a resurrection, mimicking what Jesus Christ did. So then I go to Google and ask, is there Greek royalty with Syrian DNA? And it tells me yes. It gives me the name of Alexander the Great. And then I ask the same question, but in America I say, is there Greek royalty with Syrian DNA in America? And it gives me Princess Alexandria of Greece and Denmark. And then I ask it, are the Greeks in Danish royalty? It says, yes, the former Greek royal family is a branch of the Danish royal house of Glucksburg, as King George I of Greece, who was original prince of Denmark, son of King Christian. It's crazy. And then I ask it, is Donald J. Trump a branch of the Danish descendants? And it tells me yes. He has ties with European royalty, including ancestors linked to the Danish house, descendant of King Christian the First. And I was like, that's fucking crazy. So not only do we have an integration of America, England, and Russia working together already in Antarctica, like the pastor said, we also have a president with royal lineage, linking him back to Danish and European descendants. So many coincidences, clicking so precisely, so smooth. So, if Israel believes that God will ultimately intervene to protect his people in severe persecution, I wonder if they are purposely causing chaos and discomfort around the world to get backlash and get persecuted on purpose, to invoke and force the hand of God upon them. Just like Donald Trump. Because I believe that when Donald Trump got shot in the ear, he was making a deal through blood. And the shot was done on purpose, in front of everyone, to seal a deal with the greater power. I did that in the last video. So I wonder if Israel is trying to play the same part, the same card, making a deal with the greater power to go through troubling times and force the hand of God to come upon them. It's crazy. Stay thinking.